Hello, welcome to this channel back again. Uh, Today we are going to discuss about we are going to continue with our course, lesson 3, and today's lesson is about are you planning to be rich or are you planning to be poor? So many people are planning to be poor, yet there are few people who are planning to be rich. So your words have power. Do you know that? Your words, your words have power. Uh, because money is just a medium of exchange. It's just an idea. And so many people are having worst ideas about money. So it does not always take money to make money. You have to know that. It has to take something else. It's usually the value that you create for someone else is what equates to money. So you have to change your words. You know, you cannot say you want to be rich and yet when I hear your words is you say you can never be rich. You know, uh, it takes money to make money, or money is hard to get. You know, such things you should not be coming out from your mouth. And at the same time, you should always be striving to use words that rich people use. You know, they are vocabulary for the rich guys, or and also there is vocabulary for the businessman and investor. You know, a businessman or an investor is likely to use words like capitalization rates, financial leverage, uh, producer price index, profits, and cash flows. Uh, so while the other people, or maybe for example, let's take a teacher who teaches maybe primary or secondary school, you might likely to hear him use the words test scores, grammar, literature, and on the rest. So all you have to do is to first change your vocabulary of words. Uh, you have to change your vocabulary of words because those words are free to use. You know, it's just you to just change your vocabulary. For example, you can start using the word, cash flow, capitalization rates, or maybe for example, expenses, assets, things like that, stuff like that. So as you as you continue investing in your small business, you have also to know the definition of words that you're going to use. Some people mistake, for example, some people may say that they have assets, while in turn they have liabilities. Or maybe, for example, they have liabilities, but they mistake them to be assets. So those words usually confuse other investors and also businessmen, because when you use the wrong words for example, you have a car, and this car you are saying it's an asset, but in most cases it takes money away from you. You go and fuel it. When it breaks down, you repair it. So you have to know the choice of words, and you have to know also the meaning of those words that you're using. Nothing is more destructive to a person's financial stability than to call a liability an asset. Yeah, like I've said. That's why we have. That's why. That's why, for example, maybe the word. For example, many people use mortgage. You know, they don't know what mortgage means. Definitely, mortgage comes from the word motia, which means that word is in French, which means death. So mortgage is an entitlement or an engagement until death. So those people who are buying houses and you are taking mortgages, just know that that mortgage, it's an engagement until death. You cannot, not unless maybe something works out for you and then you turn it to be an asset. But actually, that mortgage is when you see the relationship of your balance sheet or your financial statement to that the financial statement of the bank, you'll see that that mortgage, you are an asset to the bank. That's why each and every time more money comes out from you and goes to the bank. That's not financially smart. So many people are planning to be poor because when you hear, for example, when you hear what they are saying, some people say that when they retire, their, when they retire, their income will go down, and definitely it goes down, while their expenses goes up drastically. When you are in your old age, most of the time you are sick, you need special attention and care, and all those things cost money. So you'll find these old people, they need full-time nursing homes, and some of them are usually not very lucky. When they are poor, they are just left to rot back in their homes. And an elderly care home is very expensive. So other people may say that they don't need medical retirement plans. And actually, when they reach age death, that's when diseases and other things start coming. And mark you, they have now to depend on their children. Some like you had your whole lifetime to invest and to plan yourself better. Why again are you pushing these expenses back to your children? Some of these old people now depend on their children for financial support and everything. So you will find that they become a burden to their children. Those people should just die. If you just don't invest right now, you're going to have problems when you are old. That's why I'm here to help you. Begin with the right plan. A financial plan is important even before you start investing, because it takes into consideration your financial needs. These needs may include, like I said, medical costs, retirement plans, also college education for your children, and other things. So many of these often large and pressing needs can be provided for by investing in products other than stocks and bonds or real estate, such as insurance products and investment vehicles. Yeah. So after when you now think of a good plan of how you want to start investing, you have to take all the considerations, like I have said before. Your considerations might not be exactly like mine, or my considerations might not be your suitable needs. So you have to find the right investment vehicle and the right products for you. So many of my talks, I usually encourage young people, and I usually encourage, I educate people about their financial or their long-term financial well-being, because money is a subject that is never taught in schools. Ever since we entered into the information age, things like job security, those ones are nothing. In fact, even companies right now are just hiring people based on what's it called? Just contracts. When your contract finish, that's the end of you. Companies nowadays don't uh, have retirement plans for people, but unless maybe you are just on the top there, maybe you are the CEO, or maybe you are you are a director. But how many people do become directors? Very few, very few, very few. So it's important for I teach young guys to start investing as early as now, because when you reach the age of 65, you know, your world will seem to be like you just want to die because you don't have money. You are broke as you are broke like you are so broke, you know. And if we don't teach the subject of investing and business right now, we'll have a massive socio-economic time bomb. So it's really important for us to start teaching investing, even for the little kids. You know, for those people who have, for those of you that have kids right now, just start teaching them about businesses, and then you'll have secured their financial future. Failure to do so is also failing. It's like you inviting poverty into your life. So my first, so many people come to me, and usually the first thing I ask them is number one, to start having a plan. You have to have a plan. Like I said in my previous video, you cannot just take your money and dump it into stock market. Otherwise, you lose it. You're going to lose it, and you'll enter here into some frustrations. You have lost your money, you know. So if you are planning to be rich, you have to have you start have you will have to have a plan. You'll have to have a plan. And you see, Moso, when you're planning to be poor, the older you get, the more difficult you'll find in the financial world. And that is very true. Because as you are getting old, when you're broke, you now see that like the world is not an interesting place for you. And the thing that comes in your mind is that you want to die. I mean, at the age of 65, you want to die. And that is the time, like, these people like Warren Buffett, now uh, their investments are, they are just involved in philanthropy, just giving out away billions to charities. You know, in your old age, that is what you should aspire to do, philanthropy. So maybe the problem is when you are young right now is that you don't know what it feels like to be old, and it's a very different world when you are old. So it's important for you to start planning. So you need to start planning as early as possible. This and when I ask people to start planning, they usually nod in agreement. But the problem is actually very few people plan for it. You know, it's usually the few people that do whatever that I'm saying. And you need to write a financial plan, and that is actually going to take time. So I'm here to assist you write your financial plans. For those people who need financial plans, you can holler me, and I'll be able to assist you at a very small fee. A very small, kidogo tu. Yeah, so uh, the overall result is that you have to have your financial plans, and I have one of my advisors who is going to help you do that if you need one. And my financial advisor assisted me back back again to write my financial plans. So maybe I can show you my 2023 investment plan. I don't know if you can actually see it. So this is 2023 investment plan. So my investment plan, maybe I can just read it for you. Number one is to invest in internet business, and number two is to buy real estate and also participate in syndications and limited partnerships. So that's my plan. I don't know what's your plan. You can also share your plans with me, and I can be able to assist you wherever it's possible, so that you have the best possible plan for yourself. Uh, so planning for retirement is not enough. You need a plan far beyond retirement. And in fact, if you are rich, you should plan for at least 3 generations beyond you. Yeah, because actually it's not for yourself. You want to leave that wealth for your children and the children's, so that they well, so that also their lives improve. For us, our parents did not leave anything for us, but I aspire to leave something for my children. So you have to have a plan before you depart this earth, uh, so that when your children, after you are gone, your children do not suffer. Your goal should be your goal should be to learn one new financial word every week. So simply find a financial word and look it up in the dictionary and find the definition of that word. So this is a quote from a very famous person. Words form thought, thoughts form realities, and realities become words. So the primary difference between a rich person and a poor person is that he or she, the choice of words he or she uses. So if you first want to change your external reality, you have to first change the internal reality. So this is done by updating the choice of words that you're using, and you keep on improving your words. So this is a sub-chapter. Getting rich is automatic if you have a good plan and sticking to it. So this was a study that was done in the Wall Street, and even something that happens outside also equates to what happens in our own country. So the sad thing is that 9 out of 10 investors do not make money. Why is that? So they usually still fail to make money. Imagine 9 out of 10 investors, which means only like one investor is successful. Why is this one investor successful? So most people who consider themselves investors make money one day and give it back again a week later. So even those who do not lose money, they simply fail to make money, yet they call themselves investors. So the average person often has mental images of floor traders shouting buy and sell orders at the start of the trading day, or images of tycoon making millions of dollars in a single trade, or images of stock prices plummeting and investors diving out of the tall office. This is not usually investing, by the way. So there was an interview that was being done by Warren Buffett, and he said that the only reason I go to the market is to see if someone is about to do something silly. Buffett went on to explain that he did not watch the pundits on TV or watch the ups and downs of share prices to gain his investing advice. In fact, his investing was actually done far away from all the noise and promotion of stock promoters and people who make money from so-called investment news. Yeah, this is actually true because investing, somebody like Warren Buffett must do his due diligence before he invests his money in a company. He has to do his due diligence into this company and find out if it is worth investing. He cannot just come and dump his money into the stock market without doing his due diligence. So investing is not what most people think it's all about, because many people think that investing is this exciting process where there is a lot of drama. Also, many people think that investing involves a lot of risk, luck, timing, and hot tips. Some realize that they know little about this mysterious subject of investing, and you will find some of them, they place their faith and trust and money to someone in the hope that they will do more than they do. So many of these so-called investors want to prove that they know more than other people. So they invest hoping to prove they can outsmart the market. But while many people think that this is investing, this is not what actually investing means. So to me, investing is like you have to have a plan. Investing is a plan, and is often a boring process and also mechanical process of getting rich. So getting rich is having a plan, and you cannot okay, for those people who get rich quickly, you'll find that they lose that money. Like these people, like when someone has won a jackpot or has won betting, they come and lose that money because often they got that money without having a plan. So investing is a plan. I repeat that. It's simply a plan made up of formulas and strategies and a system of getting rich, almost guaranteed. So a plan that is guaranteed to get you rich. There is always some risk involved in investing. Sometimes you might lose your money, but hey, have you ever pictured this, that maybe for example you're working for someone? Do you know that one is getting, like, there is no safety there, because when this guy wakes up one morning and says that he has fired you, where will you go? Where will you start? Perhaps maybe you have a family. You'll be forced to do any other things, because at that point you don't have money. So even in our country right now, you'll find that there are so few people who are extremely rich, and the vastly 80% are extremely poor. Why is this? Maybe I don't know. These rich guys have, like I said, these rich guys, they have companies, they have businesses that gives them cash flow, and getting rich is a plan, and it's a mechanical plan that is always boring. So you might find that you have this plan, and this plan you go and ditch it, maybe in favor that it is not working for you. So I simply the word investing to me, or investing, is just simple and boring as following a recipe for baking a bread. Personally, I hate risk. I wouldn't like to risk some of my money to put it in business or maybe investing. So I just want to be rich, so I just have to follow a simple plan, the recipe or the formula. That is what investing is all about. So for those people who don't have money, you need to start, or you have to have a plan first of all before you have the money to invest. So the plan usually comes first before the money. You have to prepare yourself. You have to plan yourself on what plan that is going to work for you best. Because getting rich is, if you want to get rich in the right way, you have getting rich is usually like getting boring. It's boring process because it has ups and downs, pitfalls. You might be on your way and maybe the investment plan that you are thinking that is right for you is not right for you. Then you have to get back to the drawing board and figure out. So it's usually a mechanical process that is usually boring. That's why most people don't get rich. It's usually the few people who get rich. So the process of becoming rich is usually you follow your plan. And some people when they have already formulated their plans, they start going, maybe their friends, or maybe they come and hear news on, maybe there is a hot tip somewhere. Now they ditch their plan and then they start following that hot plan, those hot tips, and then they come and fail again. So there is no magic formula. There is no magic formula other than your plan to getting rich. And having a good plan is better than having a complex plan. The plan has to be just simple, simple enough to make you follow that plan. And that is the simple formula and strategy. I like playing this game of Monopoly. Monopoly teaches people the simple aspects of money. And the simple aspects of money from that game I derived is buy 4 greenhouses, then exchange those 4 greenhouses for a red hotel. Basically, the game of Monopoly is very sweet to play. It involves money, and where you invest your money. That's why I like the phrase of buy 4 greenhouses, or 4 greenhouses, one red hotel. You should also buy Monopoly games to practice your investing skills. Games are better teachers than even what I'm teaching you right now. So for those people who want investing books, I have some soft copy here. You can request them. I'm giving them out of free of charge, not charging anything. So there is this best-selling book that is entitled "What Works on Wall Street: The Classic Guide to the Best Performing Investment Strategy of All Times." I have a soft copy for this book. If you want it, you can also request it. You can also call my number down there. You can also WhatsApp, and I'll send you that soft copy. You read it. Also, there are these books, The Limit of Scientific Reasoning, that was written by David Faust. You can also get it from me. So most investors prefer personal experience to simple fact or based rates. Again, they prefer intuition to reality. So most professional investors prefer complex than simple formulas. There seems to be this idea that if the formula is not complex and difficult, it can't be a good formula. So keeping it simple is the best rule for investing. We make things complex, follow we make things complex and we follow the crowd and fall in love with some of the stocks, and usually it's not a good thing. So most of these institutional investors make mistakes that average investors make. So you have to follow a simple formula to make yourself rich. So the path of achieving investment success is to study long-term results and find a strategy or a group of strategy that makes sense, then stay on the path. Yeah, that is true. So find a formula that works and follow it. So you have to find a formula that works for you and it is best for you, and it's best that you follow that your plan. Don't follow this when you hear of a hot tip, just take it and then you'll follow it up later. So the moral of this lesson as I wind up is that follow your simple plan and stop chasing the big bucks. Just follow your plan to getting rich. So until next time, we shall resume with our lesson. Thank you so much. And you can also send your donations to this our channel so that we produce quality videos. And if you have any questions, you can email me. Also, you can call me at a personal level. You can chat with me WhatsApp. Feel free to reach out to me. And thank you so much. Until next time, bye.